Hello boys and girls, we have an interesting knife over here. This one is called SOG Twitch II, Twitch II, which is a Roman 2 numeral. It's got assisted opening mechanism, SOG's assisted opening. It's called kick in their case. It's got classic rosewood handle and SOG's lifetime warranty. You know what I like about SOG? When you look at this, you think maybe, you know, of course they're located in Texas, but the production might be in China, but that's not true. They have enough sense to have the production in Taiwan. And of course, we have no problem with Taiwan. And they actually make some of the greatest knives available. This one is 6.2 inches in length overall, weighs 2.6 ounces. Which is pretty light. If you know your knives, Benchmade bailout with aluminum scales weighs 2.7 ounces. So this one will be just a tad lighter, even though it's a little smaller. Blade length, it's 2.65 inches, which means it's gonna be good in those jurisdictions where you cannot have anything over 3 inches. The blade steel is AUS 8, in a Rockwell hardness of 57-58. So these are very respectable numbers. These are the kind of numbers that you can get from Buck Knives 420HC heat treatment, which Buck is famous for, and they're doing really good job with that. These are very respectable numbers. The finish on the blade is satin polished. It's designed by SOG in Seattle, Washington, even though, as far as I know, the SOG is actually located in Texas, but you know, they've switched up the ownership over the years, even though the main people at the helm are still the same. If you're wondering what SOG means Studies and Observations Group, and basically those were the knives, the SOG knives were the ones made by Military Assistant Command in Vietnam called Studies and Observations Group, and they were making Bowie knives for Vietnam special units. And then the SOG Knife Company, they founded basically this company and named the company as a tribute to that SOG unit from Vietnam. And basically they were making knives that were used by US Navy SEALs, which speaks to like the rich history of this company. Let me just grab something real quick. I want to say I really like this design. It's very kind of minimalist, very small, but at the same time really good looking. So I just want to wipe the excess oils and kind of manufacturing dust that's on this blade. You can see there's some patent markings, obviously, for this design. Everything is on a T Torx kind of things, so you can disassemble this and clean it, I assume. I don't even know like how this works. Oh, so this is kind of a log back knife. Oh yeah, okay, so you press over here and that's how you can close this knife. Okay. Oh, and there's this button that will not allow you to open it. Oh, okay, so there's a stopper. You open the stopper and the assisted technology. Hold on. Yeah, it almost opened it for me. Not quite though. As with anything, I'm sure if I... Oh, this time it did open it for me. Very nice. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of this Buck 501 Squire, or in this case, Larian. And they are similar in a form factor. Namely, the blade length is absolutely the same. This one 2 3/4, this one about the same. They should be the same, even though sometimes it's hard to compare because, you know, the slightly different shape. This one is more of a drop point. This one is a clip point, of course, because this is a Laren variant with Thomas Laren and Magna Cut steel. But it's also more expensive, just so you know. A lot more expensive. However, this one is kind of a budget version. I bought it at the hardware store, so I paid a little more, but you can find it on the Amazon for like $46 or so. And then you can see this pocket clip. The Laren doesn't have, or the 501 Squire doesn't have a pocket clip. The way you carry it is through this pouch. Okay, so you can have it on you. The takeaway from this knife, it's a good looking knife, definitely. And the reason I compared it to this 501 Squire is because this is a gentlemanly carry, right? And this one has a lot of the same vibes to this because of the wooden scale, very dignified. You know, it's smallish form factor, but still capable. You know, assisted opening, I think that's a big plus. You know, there's nothing wrong with the assisted opening. This flipper is gonna be in a way of you not closing this on your finger in case something goes wrong, but you also have this stopper. You know, if you need to go to work for a long time, you know, you have this choil that's not gonna, you know, move, you know, past your finger here. And you can really go to work. It's really comfortable, very kind of confidence-inspiring grip over here. You get all three and a half fingers, but it's not about, you just close your hand and you're fine. You don't need it. It can be any of these positions, but you know, it just sits very comfortably in here. It doesn't need to be sticking out on this side for you to feel comfortable, right? It's just comfortable as it is, you know. Which I really like and enjoy. Like this one, not to say anything bad about this knife, because it's really good. But you don't have that choil, you don't have that confidence over here. You want to be a little more careful with your choices for how you're going to use it. But over here, it's a lot more confidence-inspiring. Definitely. I don't know why I keep getting my fingerprints on this blade, but yeah, it's I like this grind. Seems to be a flat grind all the way through. Really nice grind on this blade, and it does say SOG Twitch II. So the construction is pretty intricate. Over here you have a lot going on, right? But when it gets down to it, it's very, very simple, right? The operation is simple, the things that go into it are simple, it works. It's a log back knife, kind of like a buck. So I'm glad I have this buck here, because you know, you just have a different take on something you already know and possibly like, you know, but with different aesthetics, slightly different approach, right? There's that lanyard hold over there that will, you know, some people will use it, because you know why? Because it's a small knife. The handle is small. You might want to help it by having something stick out from over here. Some people like that. And it's working really well, you know, it's working. Like, I like how, so you see, it's got bias towards closing with a snap. I don't know if I have the same snap over here. No, I do. Every time I want to say something bad about buck, I remember that buck is awesome. And so is this one. It's got assisted opening, which I really, really like. And for some reason, it's not easy for me to use it with the left hand while I have this pocket clip here. So I assume it would better serve me if I could switch this pocket clip to the other side, and then it would be easier to open it with the left hand, even though you can still do it if you really want to do it. But it would just be easier if I replaced the pocket clip to the other side. this has like really feeling of a well functioning product, right? You have, it's like it's got gears. Like this one is a well functioning product, just like analog, I don't know, just something that opens and closes like really well. And this one's got like a Swiss watch type of thing. You know, it's got gears and it still opens and closes really well, but with a different feeling sensation, you know. That's a mechanism you have. And I kind of like that it's got that stopper, like an extra security. If you have to go to work with this, you wanna forget that, you know, it's got like a lock back mechanism here. You just wanna have the sense of security and that it will not close and you can just get to work, you know. And kind of like when you hold it, everything seems in place. Everything seems like it's been thought out, you know? Like somebody didn't just put it together, they thought about what they were doing. Like look at the pivot thing. Of course it's assisted, right? So I don't know exactly what goes in there, but I can feel there's probably a piece of spring sticking out over there. You can see a little bit of a inside. So, you know, it's simple and it's not so simple. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how sharp it is out of the box. Actually, it's butter smooth. What? I like it. I like it a lot. It's butter smooth. Oh my God. It's pretty good. I heard good things about S8 steel. It's a Japanese steel and made in, I keep getting my fingerprints on this. It's made in Taiwan, which is a great decision. I mean, of course, you know, nobody discounts the American-made knives. Get one if you can, if you have extra income to spend. But if you're looking for a budget version and you don't want to send your money to China, you know, this is a great option. It's not, I mean, like, you know, when you make a knife, there's a lot of decisions that go into everything as a knife maker. And, you know, the more I think about this little blade, the more I think like a lot of decisions were made right. You know, the choice of steel, I like it, you know, because it's a respectable steel. S8, it's about the quality and the overall feel of 420HC. The only difference, it's from Japan rather than from, you know, 420HC is USA made. You know, pocket clip, no pocket clip. The length of a knife when it's open, same as 501. The length of knife when it's closed. This one is actually gonna be shorter than buck and a little wider, you know, but is that a bad thing that it's wider? I don't know, because you do have a little more of a grip, you know, you have more of a stoppage here. It's feeling in your hand very confidently. In fact, this one you have it sticking out over here, you know, and you don't have a choil to stop anything. So this kind of like slides in your hand like this. There's nothing like that over here. You have this finger that rests against the end of the knife. You have this choil over here. This one feels very confident in hand, right? So a lot of these decisions went in the right direction. You know, you do have a nice product here at a very nice price point. Think about it. On Amazon right now, it's about $45, $46, you know, plus the shipping and taxes, whatnot. So under $50 mark, you have this really nice knife with really nice aesthetics that kind of harken back to the, you know, buck 110 era, or possibly, you know, the some of the Victorinox style things, you know. If you like traditional styling, if you like the blade which is just right, you know, as far as everything, as far as appearance, as far as size, as far as pocketability, you know, maybe give this SOG some consideration. Thank you guys for tuning in.